Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Movies with William Fletcher. I am your host, as per usual, William Fletcher. That I did that so differently this time. That does it. That's fine. So I'm not going to record an intro for these kinds of ones. I'm not really going to record an intro, a special kind of intro for this. I'm just going to go through the SAG Screen Actors Guild winners as I did with the Golden Globes, and as I will do for the BAFTAs, and eventually the Oscars when they occur a month from now. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through these, give them thoughts, if they've changed my predictions for the Oscars, and yeah, if I think these people should have won, or if I would have liked something different to happen. So I'll just look at the TV stuff. Nothing majorly interesting. Squid Game won 3 Screen Actors Guild Awards, very well deserved, for lead actor, for best performance by an actor, best performance by an actress, and for best stunt ensemble. Stunt ensemble was a surprising choice, I will admit, but I'm happy it got some recognition. Ted Lasso winning ensemble in a comedy series and best performance by an actor in a comedy for Jason Statham, very well deserved. I will be surprised, if anything, if they don't at least get close to winning at the Emmys this year. Although they've got to have a lot of competition with Atlanta and Barry and other really good shows that will be airing episodes in the coming months and will be eligible for the Emmys. So yeah, I'm just gonna touch on the film stuff. So best ensemble performance by stunt crew, I guess is the best way to put it. Went to No Time to Die. I think that's pretty fair. I personally predicted Shang-Chi would win. It personally, to me, felt like it was more stunty, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot more hand-to-hand fight sequences. There's some really impressive stunt work and some really impressive fights in the film, and I figured, and they like Marvel movies, they like the superhero stuff. I feel like it seems fair enough to give it to a superhero film, but they didn't. No Time to Die. But 2000 No Time to Die has, vehicle stuff, and this is and they fit, and it kind of makes sense to give it to a Bond film, because it's, a Bond film, and, it was a very good selection of nominees, I will say, but I personally would have given it to Shang-Chi, personally, but No Time to Die is definitely not a bad winner, definitely a winner that did, that has some good stunt work in it, and I can't say it wasn't undeserved. I just personally preferred Shang-Chi. In terms of stunt work, I think No Time to Die is my favourite film of the two. Like, it's the better film in my opinion, but Shang-Chi, I feel like, had the better stunt work. It's very convoluted now. So supporting outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role. Ariana DeBose won. No surprises here. Her and another person, I think, are the sweeps of this season. I think that she was absolutely fantastic in it. Probably my favorite female supporting performance of the year, potentially, certainly of the nominees. I don't really think any one of the nominees, of what I've seen anyway, is better than her. I think I've seen all but one for the Oscar. I haven't seen The Lost Daughter yet, which Jessie Buckley was nominated for. So I'll have to... Yeah, I've seen the other 4, and she's probably my favourite of them, although Aunjanue Ellis is also quite good, and I wouldn't be upset with her winning, but she was not nominated here. So of these nominees, I've also seen Belfast with Katrina Balfe, Nightmare Alley with Cate Blanchett, and Kirsten Dunst in The Power of the Dog. Ariana DeBose is far and away the best of those. I haven't seen Passing with Ruth Negga, but that didn't get the Oscar, so I'm not as inclined to go watch it. But Ariana DeBose, I think, is sweeping the season. She's gonna win the BAFTA, and she will win the Oscar, and she will become the 3rd person in history to win the Oscar for playing the same character as another actor. First it was Vito Corleone in The Godfather with Marlon Brando and Robert De Niro, and then a couple years ago Joaquin Phoenix won for Joker after Heath Ledger won 12 years earlier for The Dark Knight, and then it will be Rita Moreno and Ariana DeBose winning for West Side Story as Anita. I was very I was not surprised by that at all, but I also don't have a problem with it. I think it's very good, and she's very good in it, so I didn't have a problem. Then, outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role. This made me happy. Troy Kotzer and Coda. Oh, this I was so happy that Troy Kotzer won, and one of these, and also best outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. Troy Kotzer. I predicted Cody Smith McPhee. I kind of figured he would win everything because a lot of the time it's. But no, Troy Kotzer better than Cody Smith McPhee. I personally enjoyed Smith McPhee's performance in the film. I thought he did a pretty decent job. Probably, I mean, I think Cumberbatch was probably slightly better, but I'm not. I don't think the performances are amazing in The Power of the Dog. Like, it's a good film, but there's nothing like outstanding. Like, it's not like you're gonna go to Power of the Dog for like the greatest performances of your life. You're not gonna get that. But a very a very well deserved win for Troy Kotzer. It is a shame that Coda didn't get more recognition at the Oscars. Honestly, I think it should have gotten a Best Director nomination. Emilia Jones should have been nominated for Best Actress. Molly Matlin for Supporting Actress. I forgot his name, but the guy who plays Emilia Jones' brother in the film, he should have been nominated in Supporting Actor along with Troy Kotzer. Like, it just Coda should have gotten more love at the Oscars. But Troy Kotzer winning, it does make me potentially think that there's a possibility that potentially Troy Kotzer could win the Oscar now. I don't know if he will. I don't think it's unlikely. But I think I don't think he's a certain to win now, but I definitely think the Screen Actors Guild Award, it definitely has ramifications and definitely influences things, because usually, I think, not all the time of course, but usually the SAGs are a pretty good indication of who will win. I'm very happy Troy Kotzer won, my personal favorite performance of the nominees, and a very well deserved win. It should be Jason Isaacson Mass though. He should be winning this category. He should be sweeping this category, but the Oscars are stupid and they don't actually watch every film, which sucks. They should. I'll delve more into this topic and my opinion on this in the Oscars episode. Then, I was so happy. Jessica Chastain won for outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. I am so happy that Chastain won. I am so happy. Because she gave the best female performance of the year. I'm so happy that Nicole Kidman isn't going to sweep, and I don't even know if, I don't know if she can win now. Like, honestly. And it's weird to me, because I don't think, because my, well, first of all, I've still only seen Being the Ricardos, and no, Nicole Kidman's not good enough in that film to warrant a nomination. And if Jessica Chastain doesn't win the Oscar, I'll be disappointed. I'll kind of see it coming though, but I will have solace in this, that she did win at the SAGs, and I'm happy because she's great. She deserves she deserves to be winning the Oscar. I do not know at this rate if she will or not. Jessica Chastain won a major award this season. And honestly, I think this could genuinely push her to potentially win the Oscar now. I don't know. I'll have to see how BAFTA I can't really count because the BAFTAs were bloody mental. Now, Chastain did get nominated at the Oscars, so she is in there. I will need to, watch, the BAFTA, because BAFTAs, it's so weird this year, because they did the jury system again, and I don't really like that system, because it's just kind of why? And, the BAFTAs were mental. Because of the jury system, it's super, exclusive, and it was an interesting list of nominations. Some I was happy with. Okay, some of the BAFTA nominations were genuine surprises that I was rather happy to see. Okay, I was very happy to see some of those people who got nominated. Okay, like Best Actress, like Amelia Jones, very well deserved. It was very, you know, I was very happy to see that they nominated some interesting stuff. But also, it's kind of strange. So at this point, I don't know because they basically snubbed every front. Like all of the people here got snubbed: Chastain, Olivia Colman, and Nicole Kim. Chastain, Coleman, and Kidman, who all got in for the Oscars, all got snubbed at the BAFTA. So the BAFTA is no indication that isn't going to change anything. Um, so yeah, I'm just very happy that Jessica Chastain won Best Female Performance of the Year, and my second favorite performance of the year over, well, second or third favorite maybe. My favorite performance of the year, though, I can guarantee, is Andrew Garfield in Tick Tick Boom, and he didn't win Best Male Actor. It's going to be Will Smith. I'm not surprised that it's Will Smith at this point. It kind of seemed obvious for a while, even like Will Smith is winning this. Let's just be honest and say that Will Smith, at this rate, is winning the Oscar. Now, of course, BAFTA could give it to somebody else. Something else could happen. And I do want, and I'm being serious, something else could happen at BAFTA. Say Benedict Cumberbatch could win, and if he wins, I think there's a potential shot of Will Smith losing. Because that's what happened last year with Chadwick Boseman. He was winning everything, then Anthony Hopkins won the BAFTA, and then Anthony Hopkins won the Oscar. Well deserved, by the way. Anthony Hopkins definitely deserved the Oscar of the nominees. It should have absolutely been Anthony Hopkins from the start. Last year, that Chadwick Boseman was sort of sweeping everything. He was winning every major award. He won Critics' Choice, he won the Globe, he won the SAG, and then he lost the BAFTA to Hopkins, and then Hopkins won the Oscar. So there's a very good chance. So Will Smith is the front runner now. But I do think if Will Smith doesn't win the BAFTA, then I think there's a very good possibility that he doesn't win the Oscar. I think, if I look at the BAFTA nominees, the only other person who got nominated for the Oscar was Benedict Cumberbatch, who got nominated for the BAFTA and the Oscar, besides Will Smith, was Benedict Cumberbatch. So I think, my prediction is, if Benedict Cumberbatch wins the BAFTA, I'm not saying he will win, but if he does win, then I think there's a very good possibility that Will Smith doesn't win the Oscar, and we could have a repeat of last year where we think the front runner is certain from however many months in advance. The awards ceremonies start happening, they start winning at all the various places, at the Globe, they win, Globe, SAG, Critics' Choice, they lose BAFTA, and the person who won at BAFTA wins the Oscar. And it'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it, if back-to-back a black man lost to a white, if a black American actor lost to a British white man. I just think that would be kind of interesting. I'm not saying it will happen, and hell, I don't even know. I'm just throwing out the possibility of it happening. And I don't think it will happen yet. I'm not entirely sure. I guess we'll see how Critics' Choice goes, depending on, of course, who wins that. But I think at this rate, Will Smith is my predicted winner for the Oscar, unless something happens. Because no one else... Benedict Cumberbatch is the only person who can stop him at this point. Because Javier Bardem and being the Ricardos, fuck no. Andrew Garfield, unfortunately, just can't. And it sucks, because Andrew Garfield is my performance of the year, and I think he should be winning the Oscar, but he's not going to. Then that's kind of a shame. Will Smith is good at Will Smith is very good in King Richard. Okay? And Benedict Cumberbatch is good in The Power of the Dog. Javier Bardem is decent in Being the Ricardos, my favourite bit of that film. because he actually was good. The rest of the film is like fine, I guess. I haven't seen Tragedy of Macbeth. I do have to see it. I'm not looking forward to it because Macbeth is, well, just Shakespeare in general is shite. But I think at this rate, Will Smith is my predicted winner for the Oscar. Now, if Benedict Cumberbatch wins the BAFTA, things might change, and I could change my prediction. And I know he's British and he's English, and I do love the, but like, I just think that there's a good I'm okay. I just think Will Smith is gonna win at the moment. So, my predictions for the Oscars, for the winners, Will Smith and King Richard. I'm gonna go with Jessica Chastain in The Eyes of Tammy Faye. I'm gonna do both in West Side Story, and I'm not sure if I think Troy Kotz has got. I guess it depends, of course. I do wonder who was nominated at the BAFTA between the two. So they're both nominated at the BAFTA. So it depends what happens at the BAFTA. I think it really depends on what the BAFTAs with this one, and well, for Best Actress, BAFTAs mean fucking nothing. Like the BAFTAs genuinely don't mean anything, because none of the Best Actress nominees at the Oscars were nominated at the BAFTA, so it doesn't matter, okay? Best Actress, BAFTA there's no indication. BAFTA doesn't mean it really means nothing. Ariana DeBose is winning, that is confirmed. BAFTA could maybe throw a spanner in the works for supporting actor and lead actor. It in no way affects lead actress, because no one from the Oscar 5 is nominated in the BAFTA 6, and that is insane. But I'm gonna stick with Cody Smith-McPhee. But if Troy Kotsur wins the BAFTA, my prediction will more than likely change. And then we've got Best Outstanding Performance by Cast and Motion Picture, and fucking Coda won. Oh, that's so good. I'm so happy Coda won. My favorite of those, like Belfast, I predicted Belfast because I was like, well, it's kind of the closest to Best Picture, I guess. But oh man, Coda! Oh man, I was so happy to read that Coda won. I was like, yes, the actual best choice there. Don't Look Up was a solid film, had lots of big famous celebrities, but like it's not an amazing film. It's certainly a decent film, but nothing amazing. And King Richard is good, but the thing about King Richard is it doesn't really feel like an ensemble film to me. It just kind of feels like you got Will Smith and you got Anjanou Ellis, and that's it. Everyone else is just kind of like, eh. And I haven't seen House of Gucci, but you got lots of famous people. You got Adam Driver and Lady Gaga, Jeremy Irons, Jared Leto, Salma Hayek, all those people. But yeah, Coda won, and I'm super happy. I don't know if that will affect anything though, but I mean, if I look at historically, which I'm going to do right now, look at the other films that have won this award before and see how many of the winners of Best Ensemble went on to win Best Actress. So Trial of the Chicago 7 won last year, didn't win the award, but Nomadland was not nominated because it has 3 characters in it or something. You can still nominate. And I forgot what it's called, the Idris Elba one. Beasts of No Nation was nominated with 3 nominees. That's insane. Then the year before that, Parasite won. Very well deserved. I do think, because 1917 wasn't nominated, but Parasite was nominated, and it won Best Picture because of that. Then the year before that, I think was that when Black Panther won both ensemble awards. And to be fair, that doesn't really, because neither Roma nor Green Book were nominated. A Star Is Born was nominated, and it's probably the closest to winning, but it wasn't. Then the year before, I think The Shape of Water was snubbed, wasn't it? Yeah, The Shape of Water was snubbed, but yeah, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which is the next closest. It's so weird that The Shape of Water was snubbed, because it's got a very good ensemble cast, and I would argue better than 3 Billboards. And then the year before, then before that, Hidden Figures won, but Moonlight was nominated, La La Land was not, so I do think ensemble potentially could affect things. Belfast was nominated, but Power of the Dog wasn't. I think Power of the Dog at this. West Side Story also missed, and that's very strange because I kind of feel like West Side Story just kind of seems obvious. Then the year before that, you had Spotlight winning, which then went on to win Best Picture. I'm just going through the nominees to see how many of Best Ensemble has correlated to Best Picture. Best Picture win. Then the year before that, Birdman was won Best Ensemble and then won Best Picture at the Oscars. Then before that, I think 12 Years... No, American Hustle won, which didn't win Best Picture, didn't win any Oscars, in fact, but was a big frontrunner. 12 Years a Slave was also nominated. It's weird that The Wolf of Wall Street wasn't nominated for Best Ensemble that year, because I kind of think it's got an amazing ensemble. DiCaprio, Jonah Hill, Rob Reiner, Margot Robbie, like, you got Jon Favreau in there. Briefly, you got, like, such Matthew McConaughey, like, come on, they got such an amazing cast in that film. And it's good. Then Argo, so then the year before that, Argo won Best Ensemble and then went on to win Best Picture. So I do think ensemble, historically speaking, definitely helps. Then, speaking of which, The Help won Best Ensemble. That's very strange. But the artist was nominated, and it's so strange. Yeah, because usually Best Picture gets nominated, and it wasn't nominated. And the last 2 years, this year and the previous year, Power of the Dog wasn't nominated for ensemble, and before that, Nomadland wasn't nominated for ensemble. So it's definitely very interesting to see. And then I'll just go back to 2010, and The King's Speech won Best Ensemble and then went on to win Best Picture. So, it definitely depends. Some years, usually Best Picture is at least nominated in ensemble, if not wins. I think like about 50% of those went, but 50% of those were winners for Best Picture. But yeah, that was just going through all that. And so that's the SAG Awards this year. That's the nominations and the winners and my opinions on those. I hope you enjoyed listening to this one. And then the next episode tomorrow, in fact, will be what I watched this month, February edition, which I'm going to record probably tomorrow morning, and then I'll upload it afterwards, and then you can hear about the films that I watched the last month. So thank you all for listening to this week's episode. So I think, so this is my plan so I'll have like a regular episode planned this week. Then the week after will be the BAFTA nomination, so that'll be that week's episode. Then after that will be the 2022 Oscars, where me and my guest will go through the Best Picture nominees, all 10 of them, and then the week after that will be the reactions to the Oscars, what happened, the hopefully crazy shit that went on, and then we'll be into April, and then we'll be keep going on. So thank you all for listening to this week's episode. I hope you enjoyed. I really hope you guys are enjoying me going through these awards and the winners and the nominees. I enjoyed talking about this stuff, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed listening to this week's episode. And I will see you guys in tomorrow's episode where I talk about the films I watched this month, and then I'll see you next week. So thank you all so much for listening to this one, and I will see all of you guys in the next one. Bye.